What's up YouTube, Playmatter here, and just before I start the video I've got a quick announcement, which is that I'm getting married on Monday, so uploads might be a bit patchy over August, but will be coming much more consistent and frequent through the end of August and into September. So here it is, here is my undefeated Zoroark Garb deck, the deck that I would play for Worlds were I attending Worlds this year. I know I'm a relatively fresh face on the Pokemon scene, however I have been in competitive card gaming for quite some time now, was a Yu-Gi-Oh player, made it to Euros, topped Euros, and now I'm playing Pokemon. I do find it a more enjoyable game. I also quite think that the prize support that the Pokemon company provide is just so much better than that of Yu-Gi-Oh. So without further ado, I'm going to go into my list of ZoroGarb. So first up we have the one Oranguru. I quite like the idea of taking away the win condition whilst this is still a legal card from decks that are trying to mill me out, and also in terms of playing against people who are probably still going to be using Tord's list from the tournament a few weeks ago, then I think that this is still a good card to have in your deck because you don't want to get out-resourced. This is kind of like a nope, you can't out-resource me because I play it as well card. So all of those, people playing Enhanced Hammer and all those other cards that is, trying to get rid of all my resources, Oranguru can just put them straight back into the deck along with a couple of Puzzle of Time, and it's like, well, okay, now I get to use Puzzle of Time a ridiculous amount of times, even against people who aren't playing, their own Oranguru version of Zoroark. Next up we have Tauros GX, my other tech card. It's been working really, really well. It's been doing really well against the Malamar deck. As much as Malamar, when it's doing what it wants to do, can kill Tauros in one shot, no problem. As soon as I've got the Garbodor stopping their abilities, that's when they have to sort of start chipping away, and it's like, okay, you put 100 damage on Tauros, you lose the game. If I draw this in my opening hand, I'm so happy because it's like, great, I've got Tauros, you're my starting Pokemon. And if I start against anything with 60 HP, it's like, all I needed is a DCE, and it's like, boof. People just aren't expecting it. People have sort of forgotten how to play against it, I would say, because there's a lot of players. I know that at Worlds you're going to get a higher caliber of player, but with this in testing, there's been a lot of people, putting 60 damage on it or 100 damage on it, and it's like, oh, actually, now I can Mad Bull you and knock out your most powerful thing, and I would definitely play this if I were going to Worlds. Then we have 4 Zoroark, 4 Zoroark, 3 Tapu Lele, 3 Trubbish, 2 Treshalench Garbodor, and the 1 Garbotoxin. Again, because I'm using the Oranguru, I don't feel like I need 4 of anything, or 2 of the Garbotoxin. It's been working really nicely with Oranguru and the Puzzles of Time. So then we have 3 Field Blower, 2 Mysterious Treasure because it searches 9 of my Pokemon in the deck, and I took out one of my Ultra Balls for one of them and then had an extra, so it's like, it's still 5 ways of searching the Tapu Lele first turn, and which is an increase over just the Ultra Ball. I think that it's still a good number. I'm also hoping to keep my item numbers quite low, and a lot of decks are running far too many items and just being a little bit arrogant with it. So it's like anytime you go up against a Treshalench, it's just like, okay, well, all of a sudden I've got tons of items in my discard pile, and I didn't realise they were playing Garb because there's so many different variants of Zoroark. So that's been working really well for me. And then Oranguru, as soon as I see someone play a Trubbish, I'm like, okay, well, I'll bench Oranguru, and any items I do play, I'll just put them straight back into the deck, along with, Puzzles of Time. So keeping those item numbers nice and low. Yep, 4 Puzzle of Time. That card is just so insanely good. 1 Rescue Stretcher, 3 Ultra Ball. Like I say, I've gone down to 3 Ultra Ball because I'm trying to keep my item count a bit lower than the traditional builds, playing anywhere from like 20 to 23 items. Although there are just a certain amount of items you do have to play, so I can't play any fewer than I've got, I don't feel. Double Parallel City. This card is nuts. So good against me, so good against so many other things as well. 1 Acerola. Love playing the 1 copy of Acerola. 2 Bridget. I've been a lot luckier with Bridget recently. I haven't been prizing both of them at all ever, which is good. I've gone for 2 Cynthia, the sort of traditional or more played support account that you'll see in Todd's list and the winning list from the Spain tournament. Gone for 1 Delinquent. This card's so good. You know, if you've got a Parallel City out or they've got a Parallel City out and you can Delinquent them and then play your own Parallel City, it's just like, it's such a good feeling. Let's see what else we've got. I've gone for 3 Guzma, 3 N, relatively standard, 1 Sycamore, and I'm playing 1 Team Flare Grunt. Team Flare Grunt has been really good getting those sort of beast energies off, getting various other special energies removed, and just in general, you know, if I am having to play the resource game, then I've got Oranguru, I've got Team Flare Grunt, and I can play it a few times, which in, you know, in World Championships is going to happen quite a few times. You're going to get people playing quite slowly. You're going to get people with language barriers and going into time a lot. So, you know, if you're in game 1 and you can stop them from having any energies, then end of the day you've won. 2 Choice Band, 3 Floatstone, very standard amongst Zoroark builds at the moment. 4 Double Colourless and 3 Psychic. Now I have gone to not play the Kartana. I know Kartana's so good, but I just think with all of the removal right now, and people just being really aggressive in terms of removing energies, I'm like, you know what, I won't play 7 special energies because I think it can be a bit reckless. I'll play 3 basic energies, and it just gives me that you know, chance to play a Trubbish, put it out, attack, and not really worry about having it enhanced hammered, and then not being able to attack with it, not being able to retreat with it, and just waiting until they kill it. So I definitely prefer this. You know, people are much less likely to have the Team Flare Grunt in the deck than they are Enhanced Hammer. So there we go. As mentioned, I have been planning my wedding and sort of getting ready for that. Hence why I've only been able to really play a few games with it. But it's gone 7-0 in testing, you know, in a 7-win streak. I'm very happy with how it plays. I'm very happy with the choices, the balance that I have in the deck in terms of the items, supporters, and Pokemon. And I have got to say, Tauros GX is just such an MVP. It's absolutely carnage when people misplay into Tauros, which, you know what, at a tournament as packed as Worlds, it's going to happen. I also think that if you do make it to those sort of later on top tables, then and there's like loads of different builds and they're all looking quite similar, then the Tauros GX might be the card that pulls your deck into the limelight in terms of winning a feature match. The people who are choosing who gets a feature match might just be like, ooh, that looks like a slightly, you know, more interesting build. Let's see if we can get Tauros GX doing Madball on stream. That'd be, you know, awesome. Absolutely feel free to play this deck card for card at Worlds if you so wish. This is just the deck I would play. It has tested very, very well. Granted, I've not been able to test it quite as much as I would if I was actually attending Worlds, but it's been undefeated so far, and I really enjoy how the cards work together and how the deck plays. If you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button, give me a subscribe. Definitely would be great to start working my way back over 600 subscribers, since I have lost a few due to Yu-Gi-Oh! Subscribers unsubscribing. If you do happen to play this deck, let me know. It'd be great to hear that you've given this a go, or that you've actually taken this to Worlds. You know, that'd be absolutely fantastic to hear. Good luck to everyone competing at Worlds this year. Shout out to 6P. Can't wait to see you guys in September. Till next time, Play Matter, signing out.